Hey there guys, welcome back to Banished. Last episode we basically ended our death wave and also let a load of kids not be educated, so we now have a third schoolhouse to prevent that happening again. We also started working on some more pastures for food production because food is starting to stabilise rather than increase, and that's never ideal. And I kind of want to get some more crop fields out as well, so that we can get more crops being produced. Let's see, there we go, 10 by 10. Down, 10 by 10. And across, and 10 by 10, there we go. No, I wanted a path. Here we go. And up the middle. Sorted. We'll wait for them to do some stuff over there. I kind of also want them to get the pastures done, but, you know, maybe we prioritise the pastures, they might get it done a bit quicker. I mean, food isn't terribly pressing at the moment, although it is, well, it did just drop by 2,000. It is the most pressing thing, but it's not terribly pressing. So I can accept it being a bit slow on the actual building of the stuff for it. I would like it to be done at some point soon. What is more pressing is getting people to become neighbours. We're up to 41 students now, so it's a good thing we built that third school. It has a whole one student in it. As much as... oh, the brewer did something for a second there. I don't understand. How much wheat do you need? Because you don't seem to get any. Can we just fire all wheat at the brewer, please? Because we're clearly failing at it currently. Are we actually trying to actively trading wheat away? Because I don't feel like we are. Who knows? There's a merchant coming. Wonder what they'll have. Anything interesting? I'm pretty certain we're down to just the one trade item left, which is the squash seeds. And that's what they brought. I'm still not sure I've got enough to trade to you though. I do want them, but I'm starting to struggle with the number of coats I've got. I'll try and trade 100 out. Tools, we don't have many in stock, but we've got a lot in general. I do have a bit of spare coal, but not much. Don't really have a spare anything else though, so I guess we're going to go with coal. The issue's going to be getting up that last 3,125. If I go 105 coats, 160, then I need to get 5 up, which is 1 iron. Trade. Now I never need to ask for squash again. You can go now. Right. A couple more builders, because we filled up all the other jobs again. Lots of builders. Right, I've got all the seeds now, at least. But we did have to trade an awful lot of way to do it, so that's going to become an issue probably later this year. Especially as we're now down to 13,600 food, although I didn't actually trade any food. Even more builders. I wonder what they are prioritising. They do appear to be prioritising the pastures, so that's something. It just takes them so long to get out here. It's the amount of beef just lying on the floor in this pasture that doesn't get moved anywhere. It does make 800 to 1,000 a year though, much like the other cow pastures. The chickens, not quite as profitable. Sheep make 800 mutton a year, and wool is always good. I'm probably going to end up making one of these pastures cows, even though it's next to another cow pasture, and 1 sheep. I just want to check. It's not the blacksmith. It's the somewhere up here. The tailor. Here we go. The tailor. You do have leather and wool. although more wool than leather as normal, so we do need more cow pastures. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. The orchards are going well. Are you still producing a reasonable amount of product every year? Yeah, sort of 150 to 400 depending on the fruit type. We are now having people die of old age again, which is not ideal. I thought we'd finished the ageing population issue. Adult population is definitely increasing. No, that was our drop. That was the concerning ageing population decline. It's definitely increasing again, but it is meaning we're dropping off on children. Probably... Yeah, we've got a lot more families than homes again. Okay, we need to turn the houses construction back on. I don't want to have that situation again. I want to keep the population increasing, even if we can't manage the food in the current situation. And we really can't. The other thing to consider is no one lives near these farms currently, so we actually... This barn should help matters, but we do lose a lot of produce each winter because they can't harvest quickly enough. Although it will mainly be because they have to walk over here to the barn. They should do better this year. As it is, I'll probably end up building more houses down here. Once we've built enough farms, we'll probably end up having another residential estate down here at some point. Although I kind of want to build the one up here first, given there's still area to be covered by this market. Already one house is popping up. The pastures are getting there. There's still a lot of removal to do. They're prioritising the houses because they're nearby. And we're out of stone again. That's normal. It's not ideal, but it's normal. Should we have a lot of spare labourers at the moment? I'm inclined to say, if I can, allocate 20 people to this quarry. Because that should increase the stone more. Why do we have 3 people who don't reckon they have a job? Do you now know that you have a job? You definitely did have a job. You were complaining. Right, one house is up, 2 on the way, and the third one is also on the way. So yeah, three to go here, and then they should start moving back to other jobs. 2 up. Yeah, they're moving in at reasonable ages as well. Sort of late teens, early 20s. Reasonable ages. It is reasonable ages. We don't have any higher education. Education ends at 16, so to be moving in together at 18 to 22 is pretty reasonable for this town, all things considered. And watch as they try and build the last 2 houses over here. I mean, this one is literally 2 build cycles left. Come on, someone. It will take you all of 2 seconds. No, you've decided to do the other one first. Of course you have. There we go. Done. 19 and 19, yeah. That's fine. Oh, we're running out of labourers. What have we lost? We lost a stone cutter. That's fine. I can replace you. Last house still has 22 build cycles, and then they should be getting back to work on the pastures after that. I think they're the only other outstanding job currently, so we can hope. I also hope having this woodcutter, the 4th woodcutter I built, being over here, quite useful, because a lot of our wood comes from this forester lodge. It gets stored here and here. These 2 woodcutters were trying to pull out of the stockpiles over here where no wood was ever stored. So I'm hoping this will run a little better for them. We'll have to see though. Are we... I think the house is done. Yeah, 17 and 22, fine. The pastures are still waiting, as normal. We still don't have a lot of wood, and basically 0 firewood, so that's not ideal. We really don't have a lot of wood. Okay, I think it's just the sheer amount of fibre that's being used. We can't keep up with making it. Or we kind of can, but we're just not keeping up with the log production either. Arguably need a third forester's lodge. I don't really know where I want to put it. Probably down here is our next best place for it. Maybe we put it in. It probably won't be built anytime soon, but we get it ready. So what do we have? We have Forester's Lodge. If I put a road in down there. Next to it we're going to want a hunting cabin and a gatherer's hut and a herbalist. Then we'll also put a storage barn and a stockpile. Carry on the road down a little further, and it's going to need a little bridge here probably in the end, so we'll put that in now. I mean, we'll leave them ready to be built. I think they'll still prioritise the pastures. I think the pastures are still technically closer. So they count this as the centre of the town. This is where the town spawned, where the well is. So they should still prioritise the pastures as they are closer. And they're on a higher priority anyway. Food, yeah, I just don't have anything to trade you for the food. And our food isn't the worst at the moment, so we're not completely failing from it. Oh, you are opening out into more fields, that's good. Cabbage. Why not? And if I make a 23rd farmer, there we go. And we're into early spring. I'm not used to being in early spring and it's still being snowy on the ground, but okay. So, thanks for watching. Someone's cold. Someone is freezing. Who is freezing? You are freezing. Where's your home? That's your home. That's one of the earlier homes. You do have 10 firewood, you just need to go home. Maybe you don't have a coat. There are 81 coats lying around. Well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want more, and I'll catch you in the next one.